With Halloween just around the corner, it's the perfect time to explore some of the spookiest destinations in the USA. If you're seeking haunted hotspots to visit this fall, well, these are the top 10 real haunted places in America that you can actually visit. Just make sure to bring a flashlight and some extra courage because things might get a little creepy or even a little scary. Let's start with number 10, Savannah, Georgia. If you're looking for a city with a rich history and a darker side, Savannah is just the place to be. Often considered one of the most haunted cities in the U.S., right alongside New Orleans and Salem, Savannah's spooky reputation is no accident. The city's history is marked by bloody battles, devastating diseases, and disastrous fires, leaving a trail of restless spirits behind. The Siege of Savannah in 1779 is one of the most infamous events, where the city was a battleground. During the Civil War, General Sherman captured Savannah, and many believe the spirits of soldiers who died in these battles still roam the streets and cemeteries, like the Laurel Grove Cemetery. Ghostly sightings are reported regularly, but the city's tragedies don't end there. In the early 1800s, yellow fever outbreaks killed thousands, with 1820 being the deadliest year. About a tenth of the population perished. That same year saw a deadly fire that destroyed much of the city. Even earlier, in 1796, Savannah experienced another devastating blaze. With more than 40 ghost tours available, Savannah invites you to explore its haunted streets, where the past never truly leaves. If you're a fan of the paranormal, this city's eerie charm will leave you both fascinated and spooked, but it's an experience you won't forget until next Halloween. Number 9, Emily's Bridge. Well, Savannah is a city known for its eerie charm, and if you're in the mood for something similarly spooky, Emily's Bridge in Stowe, Vermont is a perfect spot to check out this Halloween season. This quaint bridge, built in the mid-1800s, offers the ideal mix of scenic beauty and ghostly legends. It's named after Emily, a young woman who tragically took her life on her wedding day. The story goes that Emily was left heartbroken after being abandoned at the altar. Consumed by grief, she ended her life on the bridge, and ever since, strange occurrences have been reported by visitors. Some say they've seen the figure of a woman in a wedding dress wandering nearby, while others have heard soft sobbing or the sound of footsteps when no one else is around. If you're looking for a thrilling fall outing, Emily's Bridge offers not only beautiful autumn views, but also a chance to step into a real-life legend. With its free admission, it's a budget-friendly spot to enjoy the spooky vibes, perfect for a ghostly experience. Will you encounter Emily's restless spirit? There's only one way to find out. Now, let's move to number 8, the RMS Queen Mary. The RMS Queen Mary, now permanently docked in Long Beach, California, is widely regarded as one of America's most famous haunted locations. Once a majestic luxury cruise ship, the Queen Mary was launched in 1934 and even served during World War II. Today, it stands as a chilling reminder of its past, offering both historical significance and ghostly tales. Over the years, countless stories of paranormal activity have surfaced. Visitors often report hearing strange noises, unexplained footsteps, and feeling sudden cold spots in various parts of the ship. Perhaps the most famous ghost on board is that of a young girl named Jackie, who is believed to haunt the ship's pool area. Guests have heard her playful laughter and even seen fleeting glimpses of her apparition. Another well-known spirit is that of a crew member who tragically died in an accident in the engine room. People have claimed to hear his footsteps, voices, and the eerie sound of machinery operating when no one is around. For those brave enough to experience the Queen Mary's haunted history firsthand, guided tours are available, taking visitors through its most notorious and ghost-filled spots. Will you dare to encounter its restless spirits? Drop your comment below. But if you ask us, well, we definitely do not. Number 7, Lincoln Park Zoo. Have you ever heard about a haunted zoo? Well, if not, Then get ready to be spooked by the eerie history of Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago. What makes this zoo so haunted? Before it became a popular destination for animal lovers and families, the land was home to the Chicago City Cemetery, which operated from 1843 to 1859. During that time, over 35,000 people were buried there. Legend has it that as many as 12,000 bodies are still buried under the zoo to this day, which might explain the supernatural occurrences that have been reported over the years. One of the most common ghost sightings at the zoo is of a ghostly figure dressed in Victorian-era clothing. This apparition is said to appear out of nowhere, wandering through the park and even walking through animal enclosures, only to vanish moments later. Another frequent encounter is a woman's ghost near the zoo's lion house. She moves about as if unaware of the visitors around her and has been seen in nearby ladies' restrooms. Her reflection has even been spotted in the mirrors, only to disappear when someone turns to look. Other reports include flickering lights and doors slamming shut with no one around. So next time you're in Chicago, consider adding Lincoln Park Zoo to your Halloween itinerary, but be prepared to face the restless spirits that may still roam there. Number 6. Sheffield Island Lighthouse. Located just a short ferry ride from South Norwalk, Connecticut, the Sheffield Island Lighthouse is not only a beautiful spot to enjoy scenic views, but also one of the most hauntingly mysterious places in the region. Built in 1868, the lighthouse stands as a testament to the Victorian era, but its peaceful exterior hides a chilling past. Legend has it that the lighthouse's original keeper met an untimely and unexplained death while on duty, watching passing ships through his spyglass. His sudden demise has never been solved, leading many to believe that his spirit lingers within the lighthouse, forever watching over the island. In 1991, an archaeologist working on Sheffield Island reported strange occurrences that only deepened the island's ghostly reputation. The archaeologist claimed to hear eerie music, distant cries for help, and even a foghorn sound, despite there being no foghorn on the island. Locals believe these phenomena are tied to the spirit of Captain Robert Sheffield, the island's original owner in the early 1800s. Captain Sheffield was known for his love of strange musical instruments, and some believe his ghost continued to play those instruments long after his death. Whether you're a history buff or a ghost hunter, Sheffield Island Lighthouse offers both a fascinating history and a chilling atmosphere perfect for Halloween or any season. Number 5. The Red Onion Saloon. In the heart of Skagway, Alaska, the Red Onion Saloon stands as a relic of the Klondike Gold Rush, dating back to 1898. Originally a brothel, this historic saloon is now a bar and restaurant. But don't let its modern-day function fool you. The spirits of the past are very much alive here, and not all of them are friendly. In its brothel days, the Red Onion had a peculiar system. Dolls were placed on the bar to signal which women were available to patrons upstairs. When the doll was returned, it signified the worker was free again, keeping a strange yet practical order in the house. Today, however, it's the ghosts of those brothel days that haunt the saloon. One of the most famous spirits is Lydia, a former madam of the house. Staff and patrons alike report smelling her signature scent of perfume and lilacs, and some have even glimpsed her apparition, particularly in the room she once occupied. Lydia is considered a relatively friendly ghost. She's been known to caress people's faces and water plants in the bar area. However, not all spirits are as friendly. There's also the unsettling presence of John, a ghost with a much less pleasant odor, the stench of body odor. John is known for shoving people downstairs and slamming doors when no one is around. Whether you encounter Lydia's sweet perfume or John's foul presence, the Red Onion Saloon is a place where the past, quite literally, never leaves. Number 4. Adams Grove Presbyterian Church. Nestled deep in rural Alabama, the Adams Grove Presbyterian Church, built in 1853, is a haunting reminder of the past. This Greek revival-style church, no longer operational, is now located on private property, making it a bit tricky for visitors to explore. But those brave enough to approach claim the place is anything but abandoned. The most famous ghost of the church is said to be that of a former pastor who appears standing in front of the church with his arms raised in prayer just before storms hit. As quickly as the storm arrives, the pastor vanishes without a trace. The cemetery nearby, one of the most haunted in Alabama, only adds to the chilling atmosphere. Many people report seeing shadowy figures wandering among the gravestones, and some claim to hear eerie sounds coming from the church, including the faint cry of a woman and mysterious organ music. There are also accounts of a figure with dark red eyes lurking in the area. Locals believe these spirits are tied to the tragic history of the church, which has seen its fair share of loss and sorrow over the years. Whether it's the storm-brewing pastor or the other restless spirits, Adams Grove continues to captivate ghost hunters. Number 3. The Driscoll. The Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, is not only one of the city's most historic landmarks, but also one of its most haunted. Built in 1886, the hotel was meant to be a grand symbol of wealth and sophistication. But behind the elegance lies a darker tale, especially tied to its original owner, Jesse Driscoll. Shortly after opening, Driscoll lost the hotel in a poker game, a twist of fate that seems to have sealed his spectral fate. Guests often report seeing Jesse's ghost lingering around the hotel, especially in a room that overlooks 6th Street and Brazos. One particularly eerie encounter tells of a man who woke up to find a cigar-smoking figure by the window. As soon as he turned on the lights, the figure vanished, but the scent of cigar smoke hung in the air and the curtains were still swaying. In addition to Jesse, the hotel holds other ghostly residents. On the 5th floor, there's a painting of a young girl holding flowers and a letter, which is said to send a chill down the spine of anyone who passes by. The sensation of being watched is so intense that many swear they feel an unsettling presence right behind them. The Driscoll isn't just a place of luxury. It's a place where the past never quite lets go. Now let's move to Number 2. Eastern State Penitentiary. Eastern State Penitentiary, located in Philadelphia, is another most infamous and haunted location in the United States. Opened in 1829, it was the first prison to implement solitary confinement, a practice that drove many inmates to madness. The prison operated until 1971, but since its closure, it has become a hotspot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. The eerie atmosphere is palpable, as many spirits of former guards and inmates who died violently still haunt its halls. The prison's chilling history, combined with its imposing Gothic architecture, makes it a perfect destination for ghost enthusiasts. During the Halloween season, Eastern State transforms into Halloween Nights, an immersive haunted attraction with multiple themed haunts and activities. The dark corridors and decaying cells create an unsettling backdrop for visitors looking for a truly spine-tingling experience. Over the years, numerous paranormal investigators have visited the penitentiary, capturing mysterious sounds and sightings of ghostly apparitions. If you're brave enough, a Halloween visit promises an intense, atmospheric experience inside a prison that was once a terrifying place of confinement. The chilling combination of history, hauntings, and Halloween-themed events ensures that Eastern State Penitentiary remains one of the most iconic haunted sites in America. Will you dare to visit and explore its haunted halls? Number 1. The Crescent Hotel. The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, is often dubbed America's most haunted hotel, and for good reason. Built in 1886, this historic hotel has had multiple identities over the years. Initially, it was a luxury hotel, but it also served as a college and even a hospital. It's believed that many of the spirits who died here are still lingering. Among the most famous is a young woman named Theodora. who is often seen wearing a flowing white dress. Guests describe her as a friendly, watchful spirit, said to be looking over the hotel. Another well-known entity is a former doctor who worked at the hotel during its time as a hospital. Visitors and staff report feeling his eerie presence in the basement, where he once treated patients. The Crescent Hotel's haunted reputation was further solidified when it was featured on an episode of Ghost Hunters. The team claimed to capture a full-body apparition on camera. If you're looking for a real-life ghost experience, you can stay at the Crescent, join a ghost tour, or visit during Halloween, when the hotel gets even more chilling. While we're not saying that ghosts definitely exist, the eerie energy and history surrounding the Crescent Hotel make it a must-visit for anyone interested in the paranormal. But beware, you may just encounter some ghostly guests during your stay. And that's it for today, guys. What do you think? Which of these haunted locations have you visited or would like to visit this Halloween season? Well, let us know in the comments below, because we would love to hear your thoughts. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more spooky content like this. Until next time, stay safe and have a hauntingly good Halloween.